Alrighty guys, welcome back to NGS. Durotan's Couch versus Throwing. Game number 1 is going to be on Battlefield of Eternity.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
Sure, we got the right teams in the right place. Alright, on the left, it is going to be Durotan's Couch. Afish is going to be on the Greymane, Suln on the Malfurion, Wildcard on Kael'thas, Big Egg Roll on the Tyrael, and Captain Wedge is going to be on the Anubarak. On the right, Throwing, Balls is going to be on the Artanis. We're going to have Hob Chob on the Vala. Recyclic is going to be on the Theo. Yazoo on the Hanzo, and Victory on the Ana. Having a hard time reading that as he was dancing back and forth there. My eyes were failing me. But either way, we will see the standard 4-1 here. A lot of BOE tonight. No lie. Rapid fire replay casting style. Wildcard getting caught out a little bit by the Condemned, but nice response from the team. Root coming down onto Yanzu. He will have to jump over the side. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Artanis going down to Afish. Nice pick there in the solo lane. We'll get them a little bit of extra XP at the top that will not be available for throwing. Huh. So much geometry. Oh, and again, quick jump over. Looks like I missed a pause. Well, Victory has returned. Nice thing about the replays, we don't have to wait for the pauses either. Maybe we should do replay casting for every game. Oh, well, let's get these talents up for you guys. By the way, don't quote me on game 2. The replays were not listed by what map they were on. So I know this first one is BOE, but I've got no idea what game number 2 is. It could just be a bag of mystery. Doesn't necessarily mean it's towers. So we do see camp priorities, kind of like what we saw in the last game on this map, actually. Another B division match. Maybe this is just a B division thing. Right team gets the spear throwers. Left team gets the shaman camp. We are going to see the side of Durotan's Couch actually waiting on this one. Holding it up for a second. Waiting for the mortals to spawn. Big Egg Roll continuing to stall this out. We'll see Throwing, capturing theirs on the other side. Gonna hit the B buttons to heal on up for that from that. For now, both teams have level 4. I feel like we're in for another pause. Or maybe not. Recyclic proving me wrong there. It's fine. It's just Johanna.
Well, I shall purge your evil from this land, demon.
Johanna bot confirmed to be OP. So they do end up leaving the bot lane alone here. The shaman camp still going to be pushing. Got to come up and try and get some damage onto this immortal. Side of Throwing. Caught out and stunned there, but Rav having to back off after a little bit of defense. Should be a pretty wide gap in mortal burn in the favor of Throwing here. So we should be able to just see these guys pretty much instantly burn this thing to the ground. Oh, that's actually a lot closer than I expected it to be. But they do end up picking it up here nonetheless. Got the Hungering Arrow build, they've got Hanzo, and the amateur opponent from Artanis, so it's just so much immortal burn. Durotan's Couch is just not going to be able to race them. If they will ever want an immortal, they're going to have to go defensive, get a big win with some picks, and then turn around and slowly burn the Immortal. Or, you know, send the Greymane to solo burn it while 4 members, you know, defend. Either way, they are pushing in with this Immortal here in the bot lane. A decent amount of damage out on the front wall to start.
The demon has fallen.
And it turns out the demon has actually fallen. But they get the front wall. Not bad overall. Now, just to be clear, the Immortal Burn doesn't necessarily always translate to good siege damage. Especially in the case of the Hanzo. Yazoo burns the Immortal like crazy, but doesn't do very much damage at all to the actual structures themselves. Like the side of Durotan's couch looking to set up a pick on the backside. Wild Carde getting very low, but they do come in. They get the root down onto victory. Iron Skin popped, but Afish ends up being the one to go down. We're going to burn down the Anubarak as well, so very nice counter engage from throwing. Get 2 picks off of that. 2-1 now on the kill count. Their first kills of the game. The only kill before had actually been in that top lane, so still kind of gypped. We had an entire point there in the mid. Entire contestation over mid where there were no kills.
We immortals shall return
See the Immortals coming up here soon. First one will have defensive posturing for both of these teams. Standard predetermined rotations here on Battlefield of Eternity, and then they will swap the opposite sides.
Having trouble staying grounded?
I fight for the glory.
Oh, I'm actually
of the
quite
high
grounded.
heavens.
We'll see throwing coming in to the bot lane first here, but both teams actually having their split pusher clear first. But Greymane still in top, and now throwing's going to try and push in. They get Captain Wedge. It's going to be a nice advantage for them, but again, this defensive posturing still allows Durotan's couch to stay in here and try and poke away and to wear down throwing, try and pressure them back. But right now, throwing comes in, and again, the superior Immortal Burn. They just burn this thing instantly. Swap comes out onto Afish. Fallen so low, makes it out somehow.
A hero has left the battle.
Hana once again kind of doing the DC pokey pokey. In, out, in, out, in, out. Again, this Immortal Burn just crazy. And Durotan's couch hasn't really had a position where they've been able to really defend. So much damage coming in from throwing. They are able to get the level 10s here as well. Yeah, Sound Barrier, Rain of Vengeance, Dragon's Arrow, Falling Sword coming in from Victory, and Suppression Pulse. Still a full level away from 10 here for Durotan's couch as the Immortal pushes in with full shields, now pretty much full shields. Pretty much empty shields, actually. Dragon's Arrow comes in, though. 4-man stun, the Rain followed up along with the Falling Sword. Oh, man. I feel bad if you're the Hanzo. You get a 4-man Dragon's Arrow and no deaths coming off the heels of that. They do successfully push Durotan's couch back, though. We'll get fort here. Immortal's still alive. Take it back. Immortal is now dead. Get the front, some of the front wall here. Looks like they're going to try to retreat, but the web wrap comes out. Lucio stuck in a rough spot. Root does not follow it up, though. Cyclic will be able to wall ride his way on out, but Big Egg Roll going in after Yanzu with that judgment. still, with Recyclic and that Lucio speed, they're able to disengage. So, heroics here, of course, for Durotan's Couch. They're going to be going with Web Wrap, Phoenix, go for the Throat, Judgment, Twilight Dream. Quick camp there by Smalls. Notices the members of Durotan's Couch missing. We'll back off it for the moment. Whole team's rotating down to contest, but camp has been picked up for the side of throwing to push in the top, that Shaman camp. We do see the Mortals getting ready to spawn. This time it will be burn posturing, so each team's Immortal will be on the opposite side, making it easy to burn. Does not really favor Durotan's Couch. They have to go across the map to defend. Man, they need to defend. Suln juking the Dragon's Arrow there. Camp is captured, but big condemn there, interrupting the silence from Suln. So that'll go back on CD for 10 seconds. Big Egg Roll comes in on to victory with that Judgment, but nice sound barrier to counter there. Johanna, of course, has lots of health. Camp is pushing in the top. It's taking out the front wall. The Keep going to be next on the menu. Going to send Captain Wedge to deal with it. I mean, admittedly, he doesn't have very good Immortal Burn, but it means he's also not going to have good Wave Clear to clear the camp out. And he'll get the job done eventually. Could be a long wait. Meanwhile, they don't have very long to try and defend out this Immortal. 50% hit pretty quickly. Now they're going to be looking to burn the rest of it. They are going to see a decent amount of damage coming out here onto this Immortal. They'll be able to take it down very quickly. Durotan's Couch looking for the counter engage, but actually the Falling Sword going onto the backside, along with that Dragon's Arrow. This time Twilight is able to hit onto victory. That's going to be quite enough here as Vala and Tyrael actually falling, but Captain Wedge is in a lot of trouble there. A-Fish kind of alone on the back end. They do get Captain Wedge out with that Burrow charge, but Greymane not so lucky. Camp pushing in the bot lane though. It went completely uncontested by throwing. We'll send our Tannis to clean that up. So Fort goes down in the bot lane, but now the Immortal pushing in the top.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Bala going to be coming back. Greymane will be back right around the same time here. Immortal should be able to get a decent amount of damage onto this Immortal overall. Does get the front wall down, though, to start this off. Right now, this side of throwing, not going to be able to really be in a position to push in with this. We'll go ahead and back off. Don't have our Tannis here. Don't want to overextend. You got the lead. There's no reason to really force the issue. Get some nice soak here in the top lane. Closer to 16. And they are just one more Immortal away from winning this thing, but Captain Wedge is able to get the web wrap here. Oh, but a nice Dragon's Arrow. Cyclic still not able to get out though. A-Fish going for the throat and getting the kill there. Oh, but Kael'thas gets taken out on the back end. Vala and Anubarak go down, and the bloodbath. A-Fish though will not be able to make it out of the situation. 2 for 4. In favor of throwing. And 16 will come in along with that. And they're going to look to the Keep as well. Could be a good opportunity for throwing. Be able to get a nice sizable advantage here. As soon as you get Catapult spawning here on Battlefield of Eternity, that's really tough to come back from. Difficult thing to overcome. You're constantly wanting to contest in the mid over the Immortal, but you have to send somebody to clear those catapults. It's more annoying than camp pressure. Now, the camp pressure during Immortal is annoying, as we'll see here. Now throwing's also, well, it's going to have the camp pressure here. They're not able to secure the keep. The keep is low in top. It's about half health, a little less. If they don't answer this camp, Shaman will make short work of that keep. Dragon's Arrow coming out here. Does manage to get a fish across the map. The follow-up is there with the swap, but it's ultimately not enough damage. Very ambitious play there by throwing. Just surprised that they hit that arrow. But they're going to start the burn, and the camp now pushing in top. Going to be threatening that keep. Bala gets hit by the web wrap, and they are able to blow her up. And the go for the throw coming in to secure a second kill onto Lucio. And now Durotan's couch coming out and showing us their big couch. Nice team fight win here in the bot, and that's exactly what they needed. Get 16 and get back into this game. It will afford Kael'thas the ability to rotate up here and clear this camp out and hopefully save the keep. Still taking a lot of damage, and Wildcard taking a lot of damage too. But he's got the double flame strike. He'll be fine. Throwing able to then also turn on the Immortal. Again, throwing, making a nice shot call here in the bot. Be able to have a little bit of split pressure there. Either way, this Immortal looks like it's going to be going over Durotan's couch. They're going to finally have something to hang their hat on. They actually even get in on the Shaman camp just in time, so that'll be counter pushing in the bot lane. They do have the option to go up to top lane, but they're going to go ahead and let Wildcard go ahead and get the double flame strike out to help that a little bit. Up the clear. Now they will rotate to top. But the top lane still has everything here for throwing, so Durotan's couch has quite a lot of work to do. They're going to take advantage of this one. Swap onto Wildcard, but the counter engage is amazingly good. Sound Barrier comes out. Dragon's Arrow catches 4, but they turn around and put Yazoo in the web wrap. That's burned down instantly. Wildcard still kind of low on the back end. Malfurion slowly going to be able to try and heal him up. All the while, Fort goes down to the Mortal. They're going to be pushing in the top. Worth noting that the camp's still available in the bot, but the dive in and focus onto Hanzo is good. And Durotan's couch is getting some huge picks and some huge team fight, huge macro wins here late in the game. They're turning this thing around. They're going to be looking at getting this keep here. The dive in, the double stun onto Valkyrie. Or Victory, I should say. Captain Wedge getting swept back in. The keep falls. So no more keep damage. They will be able to make it out as well. They're winning the race to 20. Now somebody's got to get back to deal with this. Throwing will be able to rotate in. Front wall down now. And this game just became not only way more even, but now into Durotan's couch's favor here. Durotan's couches. Yes. It's a couch that's owned by Durotan that owns this game right now. That's how important this couch is. We will see throwing, rotating into the top here, clearing out this camp. Backdoor? Cool. Backdoor keep? Captain Wedge and friends? Gonna wait to see how long throwing stays in this top lane. They're gonna get at least the tower. And they're gonna rotate right in on the keep. The backs have begun, but not going to be anywhere nearly in time. Oh, that's a huge power play. Yes, a huge power play for Durotan's couch. The arrow comes in, and now almost desperation from throwing. They come in, and they do get a nice engage. 4-man Rain of Vengeance following up the falling sword there. 3-man, 3 for nothing. Big egg roll, taking a ton of damage. It's hit by the rain. Oh, but barely dodges the condemn there with the Ald's Ruins out. Even then, that was what throwing needed here. They needed to be able to get some pressure in team fight situation to be able to alleviate the disastrous amount of pressure that's going to be on their core for the rest of this game. It's going to be very tough to come back from. Mortals will swap positions. Where am I going here? Sorry. Lost my camera. We are going to go ahead and see the side of throwing, pushing in and trying to grab this Immortal. Dragon's Arrow will go unprocced there. With the dive in onto Captain Wedge, they are still chasing him. Artanis all the while in the bot lane, trying to get some camp pressure to alleviate that top lane, but now the top lane just pushing in with 2 catapults. On the side of Durotan's couch, you know, they have the Winions on their side back there, chipping away at the shield. Twilight Stream will come out, and the focus onto Hanzo. He is able to make it out with that agility, jumping over the wall. Greymane falling though. Oh, Smalls gets hit by the stun after the root. Still makes it out somehow, but the core is being chunked. 76%. Side of throwing will get themselves a fully shielded Immortal. Be spawning in the bot lane. Smalls goes back to answer to the keep pressure, or core pressure, I should say. Now, the question becomes simply, can Durotan's couch win with this push? Because the longer this game goes on, the tougher it's going to be. They should be able to get the keep, which at the very least will alleviate bottom lane pressure. They've pushed it out far enough for the top lane pressure. We'll see the Dragon's Arrow coming out, stunning too. The Falling Sword to follow it up here, and Wildcard gets blown up. Artanis still not here, so they're trying to turn on it. Smalls will make it here right as the keep goes down. Malfurion falling, and this looks like the beginning of the end for Durotan's couch. Throwing comes in with the sound barrier. Still shields on the Immortal as they go in and get a 3rd kill here. Or 4th kill, I should say. Captain Wedge, the only one left, and that is going to be it. GG. Game number 1 going to throwing. DD going to throwing. Guys, jump in here real quick. Game number 2. Again, this is mystery map. I don't know what map this is on. I'm about to find out, though. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Oh, I love it. Map. But it's not Towers of Doom, so let's go ahead and change up our maps. All right. And these teams didn't swap on me, did they? They did not. Very nice. Alright, loading in here onto Tomb of the Spider Queen. On the left, Durotan's couch. We're going to have Suln on the Lucio. Big Egg Roll on ETC. Wildcard on Greymane. Afish on Nazebo. And Captain Wedge going to be playing the Sonya. On the right, we'll be throwing Recyclic on the Malfurion. Obchob is going to be on the Johanna. Victory on Gul'dan. Smalls on Muradin. And Yazoo on the Ragnaros.
Let the battle begin.
Good luck, have fries. I want some fries. Where's mine? You guys don't share. I'm gonna see the standard 4-1 rotations looks like from these teams. See an animated spray. I see 2 animated sprays. Good thing they're legal. They're legal here in NGS, ladies and gentlemen. Illegal in HGC, but we allow them here in NGS. Aren't we so cool? I think we are. I think we're pretty cool. The superior wave clear start this off for the side of throwing. They have a lot of wave clear. But, you know, both teams have a pretty decent amount. Side of Durotan's couch going to be looking to get those minions down, get the stacks up for Afish. Rotating and getting the kills on the minions to stack up that voodoo. While Victory going to be looking to stack up the corruption. Okay, Milan. Johanna still holding on to that level 1 10. There it is. Hearts to Johanna. Frog Rock coming out as well from Big Egg Roll. Going to be looking for those globes. I like this level 1 talent also from Recyclic. Actually, both healers choosing for, you know, good solid mobility talents. Self-mobility talents, I think. Big Egg Roll able to face melt to prevent himself from being caught and to come down. But Wild Card instantly going down here and getting this camp. Love this quick rotation. Got the Greymane. You know, you might as well utilize it. Oh, but Afish caught in no man's land here. I just don't see him making it out from this. He's juking and jiving up here. Trying to give time for the rest of Durotan's couch to come up. Gets a ton of damage onto Victory and actually gets the counter kill. And Solon's gonna come in with the speed and the boop, and Afish walks away clean. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Oh, get out of here. How'd he do that? How'd he even do that? That's crazy. Captain's Wedge. Taking a ton of damage here from Yazoo. Yazoo doesn't have a lot of mana, which is kind of a problem, but, oh, wait a minute. Wow. Oh, he got it with the smash. Oh, insanity down there. Insanity. Wait a minute. Wild card. Oh, you sneaky Greymane. And now Yazoo's in all kinds of trouble. The juke? He had hit the back right there, maybe. No, this is impossible. Oh man, the jukes are real. Oh no, wild card gets in, still gets him. Okay, good talk. Good talk, team. Like I said, if he had started the back, if he had gone the back right on the left side there, he would have made it out. Wild card never would have found him. They'd have been like, oh, he probably made it out through bots somehow. Oh well. Lesson learned. Big egg roll, face melting and sliding his way out of trouble there. Nice rotations from throwing so far. Top lane, very clean. 52 voodoo ritual stacks for Afish so far. Stacking that up pretty nicely here in the first 4 minutes of the match. Wow, big egg roll. Trying to do what he can to hold up the top lane. Camp picked up for the side of Durotan's couch. We'll be pushing in the mid. A little bit early, but I like it. But throwing will be able to rotate in here and clean this up pretty easily. Still a poison spear. 25%, not really that big a nerf though. Oh man. Rotation to the bot here for the side of Durotan's couch. Getting yet another pick onto the Ragnaros. Three to 1 so far for Durotan's couch. And they will pick themselves up a Webweaver turn-in. Like the side of throwing was trying to turn in the top, but Durotan's couch got it in first. They'll have the first Webweavers of the game. Can Captain Wedge clear this out in time? It's going to be close. But the rotation is in on the other side. Misses the spear. Webweaver comes in pretty deep here, but Captain Wedge not going to be able to make it out. Wild card not going to be enough, but the counter rotation here by Durotan's Couch, and I like this. They see all the members in bot, instantly rotate to the top, push the Webweaver right directly into the wall, and now they're going to be looking at Fort here in the top lane. They've already got a nice XP lead. This Fort is going to net them quite a bit of the level that they need to get to 10. Webweaver also pushing in mid pretty well. Fort will fall. Now for Durotan's Couch, if they're able to get this level 10, they should be able to zone out pretty well. Thanks, 7th. I appreciate it, man. It's good fun. Get to watch some quality NGS matches. This is probably my last one for the night, though, but no need to worry, guys. If you guys are still on that list, I promise I will get to you eventually. Just not during the Super Bowl. I won't do it during the Super Bowl. That's my only condition. But we are going to see Durotan's Couch picking up their level 10s here. Wrath of the Berserker, First Bullet, Gargantuan, Mosh Pit, and the Sound Barrier. So still a full level until Throwing has theirs. Not going to be able to really contest a turn in until they get those 10s. The blatant bad rotational game here from Durotan's Couch, which I don't expect. Danger Pings coming in. Where are they? Where are they? They're rotating down. You gotta look out. Maul's able to dwarf toss his way on out of trouble. Camp picked up here for the side of Throwing. So I like that. You can't really be out too far in lane. So just grab the camp while you got some downtime there. Still 10 gems away. Soln, are you allowed to cheer for your own team while you're watching a replay? I'm not sure if that's like bad juju or something. We are going to see, for now, the Webweavers coming in for the side of Throwing. And they've got their level 10s, which is going to be Twilight Dream, Blessed Shield, Lava Wave, Haymaker, and Horrify. So Haymaker, an interesting choice here. Stuns coming down onto Captain Wedge, and a big root coming in from Recyclic. The poison damage from Victory will be enough to finish that off. The Lava Wave in bot, completely decimating the minion waves here. That's going to allow for this Webweaver to get a ton of value in the bot lane. Ragnaros split pushing in the mid for the XP. Very nice power play from Throwing. They don't get anything really in the top lane, which is the priority lane here generally on Tomb of the Spider Queen with that boss. But chip away at the other lanes, get some value and some XP, and snowball that for later. Yeah, definitely stream snipe. 100% confirmed for the stream snipe. That's all right. Hey, oh, Yuzu. Whew. Completely blown up. The slide and the 3-man mosh. But we will see it get interrupted here. Captain Wedge coming in on the backside, though. Big egg roll. Getting hunted there. Punched by that Haymaker. Both teams will walk away with just the Ragnaros falling. But hey, if Soln's good enough to play the game and chat and Twitch at the same time, more power to him. Power to him, I say. Hob able to get the gems turned in here. They're getting real close to getting that turned in. They have enough in the pockets. Got to get them all turned on in here. But Durotan's Couch might have something to say about that if they rotate to the bottom lane. Sound Barrier coming out. And Twilight on the back end there from Recyclic. Wildcard getting very low in there. Greymane and Muradin falling here early. Is going to proc the retreat from Durotan's Couch. Or from Throwing, I should say, by Durotan's Couch. But look at the turnaround. The huge root. Huge poison damage from Victory. Or Ragnaros actually being the one to fall Captain Wedge, and the bloodbath continues. Now 2 for 2. Both teams will walk away. And A-Fish gonna try and turn in the top. Could have been a turn-in opportunity for throwing, but Cyclic chooses to not turn in all their gems, all his gems here. Hold on to it for now. Level 13 for both teams. And once again, we see Durotan's couch pushing out this top lane, making sure the Web Weaver spawns deep into the lane. Throwing this time is going to rotate up to that top lane and make sure that they answer to this Web Weaver before it gets potentially deep here. This time they'll focus in on the mid lane, and I really like this call. Yazoo gets hit by that cursed bullet. Wildcard going in, big egg roll with the slide, and that will be Ragnaros falling once again here. Durotan's couch looking to push this in the mid, looking to bring this to a draw. Rotation, wrong rotation coming in from throwing. It is a 4v5, but they're looking to clear this out to try and protect the keep front wall. Do bait out the Wrath and the sound barrier. Web Weaver able to get the bottom fort down. And this keep front wall here in the mid lane. Captain Wedge goes in with the spear. Molten, the lava wave, I should say, coming out. Captain Wedge, oh, getting haymakered and Twilight Dream. See the Molten Core coming out now as well. Sonya gets blown up. And we'll have to walk away. Wild card very low. Have the Web Weaver, and that maybe is the most ranged spiders I've ever seen. They just can't even get themselves straightened out. There's so many. And they get some damage on the keep, but nice rotation by throwing. Got lots of wave clear to clean that up. Durotan's couch maybe missing a little bit of an opportunity. Could have maybe tried to go directly onto the boss, but who says they even wanted it, you know? Who needs it? Just a boss pushing in the top lane. So it's a pretty easy power play on Tomb. When the Web Weaver and bot is the last one alive, you know the enemy team is going to rotate to it. You can instantly rotate to top and take that boss, but for now we will see the red Web Weavers coming out. Again, Durotan's couch with the priority in the top lane. Gotta be careful here. Level 16 is right around the corner. I don't know. Throwing, not gonna rotate. You have Muradin down in that bot lane. Get the Web Weaver pushed in deep into the mid lane here. Level 16's happened, picked up now. Oh, but again, Yuzu caught out a little bit far. They are gonna focus the damage on him. Victory comes in with a very nice Horrify. And the Playmaker pushing Captain Wedge to the back. We'll be able to reposition, but we will see the two-man Mosh coming out along with the sound barrier. Try and push in. Ultimately, it looks like both teams not going to get a ton of damage. Oh, but Johanna goes down. Caught in there a little bit too far. The lava wave coming out as well. Trying to help push in that mid lane, but the real story is in bot. Where once again, the Web Weaver and a huge wave pushing in. Time it's Durotan's couch with the task of having to come in and clean this up, and they are going to get it. Time to save the keep. Time it's Durotan, or it's throwing. Rotate towards the top, but Durotan's couch coming up, looking to investigate. They doing it? Are they on the boss? Are they? No, they're easy for me to say, you know, with the god view of the game. We are the gods. So we are going to go ahead and see Captain Wedge coming on in, getting some nice damage onto Victory, but they reposition. Yazoo, though, going to end up going down before the Horrify could come out. 5-man Horrify, though. Falls very low, though. Cobb also in all kinds of trouble. They do manage to get the Web Weaver turn in while that is going on. What can they do with it after losing 2 members? Not much. Durotan's couch will rotate out and clean this up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tomb of the Spider Queen, where it's all about wave clear and there are no win conditions on the map except for the boss. That could have been a cleaner reference. I could have just gone straight to, and win conditions don't matter, but, you know, don't worry about it.
The hour of the spider closes.
So we are going to see the boss instantly started by Durotan's couch. Muradin not yet up, but the question is, can they do this fast enough? You have quite a bit of damage from Afish and Wildcard, and the side of throwing, they're not scouting it out or just choosing not to contest it. Either way, Captain's Wedge looking to turn in some gems, maybe debating, but oh, a ton of damage comes out onto him. Spin for wins here, but it's not going to be enough to save him. Counter engage is still here. We have the lava wave pushing in the top, so it's going to prevent them from rotating out that direction. The huge Horrify comes out. Wildcard getting very low. The poison is there. Oh, he lives somehow in the mosh pit. Very nice mosh pit from Egg Roll there in the choke, preventing them from pushing forward and getting Wildcard. And they kill Ragnaros on the turnaround too somehow. Zebo with that poison damage, man, it's getting ridiculous. All the while, the boss pushing here in the top lane. And victory, once again, playing the connection hokey pokey. Lagfa, I think is what they call that. Lagif? Lagif. Blue Web Weaver's coming out here. Level 20 as well for Durotan's couch. So you talk about the definition of a power play. Here it is. Well, I mean, maybe they could have had the boss behind this, but had the boss earlier. So you can't have your cake and eat it too, as it turns out. Flank coming in here from Durotan's couch. The slide is good. Down barrier to help them be able to push forward. Twilight Dream in response, but victory still going to end up going down here. Quite able to get himself out with that Horrify. Cobb very low. Taken down here. 2 for nothing. For Durotan's couch, they're going to push in the mid. The Web Weaver also pushing in top. No Web Weaver here in the mid. It's already been cleared out, but the Molten Core interrupted there by Captain Wedge. What a huge play. Gonna be able to get the keep off of that. Web Weaver also pushing through the top keep. And now they turn their sights on the core. The sound barrier coming out. The shields are down 80%. As they push it down, the Web Weaver getting in on it as well. With Muradin falling, that is going to be it. Durotan's couch coming out here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Forcing the draw. Out of throwing? Yes, out of throwing. Alrighty, guys. That is going to do it for me tonight. For the replay casts, thank you very much for coming out and watching. For all the teams, not only for playing, but submitting these replays. If you guys ever want more replays casted, just post them in there. Us NGS casters, we'll get to them eventually, we promise. The real problem with the replays is that they're not super time sensitive. Kind of put them off a little bit. But we'll go ahead done eventually. And these VODs will be available on YouTube. I will post them. I'm actually going to cut them all up and put them onto my YouTube right now, and then I'll post them in the VODs channel on the NGS Discord. And until next time, for the Nexus Gaming series, I'm Jason. I'll see you guys next time.